Jersey traffic, Archer 65 Charlie, right downwind, runway 26.
All right, so you would always check right now your time off time is within the window he gave you, right?
Yep. Yep.
And then when you're doing an instrument flight, I'm sure Gene told you 100 times, just double. This is when you really could get in trouble if your compass is off. So you know you're on runway 19, so you can set your compass, your DG to 19er.
Okay, it is.
All right, and is Reese off? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Zulu Hotel departing 19, flying W.
Good evening, Paul.
Nice landing there, Chief.
Thank you, appreciate it. Been working on it.
Airspeed is alive, instruments are on the green, 55. Rotating. EY.
Flying W, Cessna 862, left downwind, 19, flying W.
South Jersey traffic, Archer 65 Charlie, final runway 26, South Jersey.
Okay, I have the plane.
Your plane.
My plane. Okay, I'm going to give you the plane back. We're at 350 feet, climb out straight ahead. Your plane.
My controls.
And if we could just put our nose down for 1 second, I want to make sure there's nobody coming. It looks good to me. And your plane again.
My plane.
Okay, it is now time. You're coming up on 600 feet.
Yep.
So you're not going to really do this. I'm going to be your guy, so.
Yes. We are coming to 600, so Mcguire Approach 739 Zulu Hotel at 8750, climbing to 3007.
Aircraft calling Mcguire Approach, say again.
Mcguire Approach 739 Zulu Hotel is with you at 900, climbing to 3000.
Flying W, Cessna 862, left base, 19, flying W.
W says we'll be due upwind 19er.
Okay, 739er Zulu Hotel, radar contact 1 mile south of November 14 Airport. Climb 2,800 for arriving traffic at Mcguire and hold for further instructions on this heading.
Climbing 2,800, holding heading 739 Zulu Hotel.
Flying W, Cessna 862, final 19, flying W.
Something is happening with my...
Front of you, crosswind.
You got your hood on though, right?
I do.
Okay.
Let me try that again.
Can you take the controls for a second?
I have the controls, yep.
The controls. So let me see what's going on here. Track north.
Over traffic warrior 36 numbers, turning a right crosswind for a northwest departure, Solberg.
Okay, there you go.
739 Zulu Hotel, could you hold it 1,700 feet for crossing traffic above you, crossing IFR traffic above you?
Holding 1,700 feet for crossing IFR above me, 739 Zulu Hotel.
739 Zulu Hotel, Mcguire altimeter is 3009er.
3009er, 739 Zulu Hotel.
739 Zulu Hotel, that traffic is clear. You can resume climb to 3,000.
Resuming climb to 3,000, 739 Zulu Hotel.
As filed.
Traffic warrior 36 November is departing the pattern to the northwest, looking for the traffic inbound. Solberg. W, Cessna short approach 19er, flying W. Jersey traffic, Archer 65 Charlie, right base, runway 26, South Jersey.
Morning with
Flying W, Cessna 862 on the go, 19, flying W.
Lakewood traffic, Archer 6 miles to the south, going to be setting up for the right traffic for runway 24. Lakewood.
Flying W, Cessna short approach, runway 19er, flying W.
And Warrior, I got you inside for Solberg, no factor.
Thanks a lot, have a good day. Crossview traffic, this is Skyhawk 248 Echo. I'm about 3 miles south of the field.
Flying W Cessna 862, left crosswind 19, flight W.
What are you using for your navigation right now?
Right now my iPad, not using the GPS.
We should be using the GPS, all right? Because that's not legal for what we're doing. So.
Okay. Can you help me?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So we're going to Inez, right?
Yep.
You've been hanging around with Gene too much. He's letting you slide here. He likes the iPad.
Hey, anybody for radio check, please? I hear you loud and clear. Yeah, we hear you too. Phenomenal.
Okay, direct Inez, and somebody was screwing around with this, and they got the map facing the wrong direction, so there we go. Nope. Completely upside down. So I'm going to see if I can fix this for you.
Thank you, sir.
Map set up. So somebody's got north up. I'm going to go ahead and check that too.
You doing a left downward or teardrop? We're going to teardrop into the left downward. We're going to start it right about now for...
Track up. Enter. Enter clear. Now you got track up to Inez, and it's telling you desired track is 190 and you're 2.91 miles away. You'll be there in 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Remember, 739 Zulu Hotel, Mcguire Approach.
Flight W Cessna 862, left beam 19, flight W.
No, I'm saying I'm Mcguire Approach.
Okay.
739 Zulu Hotel, you copy?
I copy 739.
I've amended clearance. You can go direct to Cedar Lake VOR at 1,300. Please say your altitude right now.
Direct to Cedar Lake VOR, and right now
3,000.
Right now 3,000.
Yeah, just when they say that to you, they're telling you something's wrong.
Right.
So you get one chance to fix it real fast.
Flying W Cessna 862, final
Okay.
9, flying W.
So I gave you permission to go direct to Cedar Lake.
Right, so
is that where we're going?
Yes, so let me, the ident I think is here.
All you got to do is make sure it's on there, right? So you got to take your first spin.
Well,
I would get
don't I have to ident it first?
Yeah, but you're way off course right now, so let's get that in there. So something's going on down here. I don't have a to from flag, do you?
We are using this one.
Oh. That one's, oh, sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
I made a mistake and I got yellow already once.
So I don't know what's going on here, but this thing's not,
base 19 or front of you.
Alright, so should we ident it? I think it's...
Yeah, but I can't even see down here.
Over traffic staff, not with a pop of left base.
Anyway, Zulu Hotel, say on course heading.
The
Zulu Hotel, turn left to heading 220.
Left heading 220, 739 Zulu Hotel.
Because we're flying into Philly's airspace right now. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just trying to give you VCN and I can't see anything. It's 115.2 Cedar Lake, which is what we have in there.
Alright. So how do you ident on this plane?
So something's like horribly wrong here. Oh, you know why?
The radio check was loud and clear. Thank you.
Lakewood traffic archer sitting final runway 2.
We were on GPS instead of OBS.
Okay.
So you know about that, right?
Yeah.
So now it goes back to GPS. Sorry, I forgot we're on the 430.
Okay.
So now this should be working. Actually, something still doesn't look right, dude. Sorry. Here we go. So it's this one, CDI. The CDI has to be on VLOC instead of GPS.
Okay.
So I told you to turn to 220, and this is telling you 210.
Alright, let's do 210.
To the west, Carlisle.
There you go. Sorry about that.
No,
It's this button right here. See where it says VLOC?
Yep.
So that's GPS, that's VLOC. So we're using the VOR head.
Okay, excellent. That's what
Sorry about that.
County, Baron,
Thank you for the help.
Flying W, Cessna 862, left downwind.
Yeah, so if anything's ever not working, look CDI on this one first. It's a little confusing too.
I had to
It's a
check that.
it's a great radio, but
I had to check that on the ground because
that's okay. There's not a whole lot of controls on this. You know, entering a flight plan's pretty simple. Let's just see where we are right now.
65 Charlie, right downwind.
I'm supposed to be watching traffic because you're under the hood. So we have aircraft ahead of us, minus 500. So while you're flying, I'm going to see if I can get eyes on him. I'm going to move this checklist because there's too much glare and I can't see down there. So minus 500. And he's over here somewhere. Oh, there's Chislehurst Tower, so hopefully he's not going to fly into that. I'm just looking for this traffic. I'll let you know in a second, but
the wind just right up at the hangars there, just let you know.
still don't see him. Right in front of us somewhere. Got all your lights on, right?
I have all my lights on.
Sky 4
This thing is fucking piece of shit. There we go. Nothing. Oh, now I know I have people have tape on here. It's in their face all the time. Okay, so traffic, 10 o'clock, 2 nautical miles, 400 feet below. There he goes. No factor.
No factor, okay, thank you.
Man, took a little while.
Long right base, descending out of 2800 for landing to the west call-out.
Okay, 739er Zulu Hotel, Mcguire Approach.
Mcguire Approach, this is 79 Zulu Hotel.
739, we're going to hand you off to Atlantic City. It's 126.4, I think. Is that right? 1246 or 1264. Anyway, just go ahead and set that in there.
121?
1264. I'm going to check that because
1264 75.
Topcast 7, 1.7 for 8,000.
1246.
Cat 7 Heavy, Mcguire departure item.
Topcast 7, item.
And we'll just listen. And then you would say, don't say anything, but what you would say.
It said, Atlantic City Approach, 79 Zulu Hotel is with you at 3,000.
Level 3000. Let's see.
Air Transport 322, Atlantic City.
739 Zulu Hotel, Atlantic City Approach, radar contact, 5 miles north of Cedar Lake VOR, proceed on course.
Proceed
Atlantic
on
City altimeter 3009er.
Proceed on course, altimeter 3009, 739 Zulu Hotel.
739 Zulu Hotel, I have a new squawk code for you. It's going to be 1200.
Back code is 1200, 739 Zulu Hotel.
Read back correct.
Even approach Air Transport 322, 8,000.
Yeah, they're going to, every time you talk to somebody, they're going to throw something at you.
3009er.
But if anybody ever says, say, on course heading, or they say, what's your altitude, always look and make the correction really quick, because they're on a tape. And they're basically giving you one chance to fix it before they say something on the tape, usually.
Maintain 5,000.
Once they say on the tape, oh, you're off by 300 feet, now it's on the tape, and you could be violated.
Oh, okay.
That's my experience anyway. They try to give you like a get out of jail. If you're, like one time I was coming home and the student flew into the Philly airspace right over by Northeast Philly. And she said, what's your altitude? And he says, 3,200 feet. And I'm like, oh, why'd you say that? Now we violated the airspace. I have to go fill out a NASA.
Yeah, likely they're going to tell you, they're going to repeat for you the altimeter setting.
Okay, so right now you're heading toward Cedar Lake. When you get to Cedar Lake, what are you going to do?
When I get to Cedar Lake, I'm going to go to my next fix, which is AZXEW.
So one thing you could be doing right now is probably, we could probably look at If there's any traffic, yeah, let me just look real quick. Settings.
I checked the weather on KMA. I think they're going to be using runway 19. So that's something we need to check.
Well, so you wanted to do the ILS anyway, or is it just a localizer down there, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we do have to be a little careful because we are just below a cloud layer here. And I noticed when there was some kind of frontal system in Delaware. But this is probably just temporary. I don't know. Actually, now I'm not sure.
It was 7,000 broken.
So I want to look at turning on the distant traffic.
6605, line 3 departure, identity request.
It looks like nobody's flying down at Wildwood, so we'll just...
With the flash, request vectors for the ILS 13 back into Atlanta.
So how are we going to identify Azu when you get to...
5 miles southwest of the Seattle Vortex at 1,900.
When we get to Cedar Lake, what are you going to do next?
Well, I don't think I have a DME in here, do I?
You don't need one. You can just put the intersection right there.
Okay.
But why don't you go ahead and do that while you're flying? It's really good practice for you. I mean,
Alright, so it's gonna go through.
you can hit just direct if you want.
Just direct?
Yeah, because we're not using the GPS right now. We're using the localizer, so this won't screw it up. Just keep an eye on your heading and glance down. So it's Azu, Alpha Zulu, X-Ray, Echo, Whiskey, right?
Okay. So.
Oh wait, yeah. Just let's just clear it and do it direct, and then same as every time. Little one first, get you there, and then so I'm going to clear this. Go ahead.
Okay. So the little one first.
No. Not put. That's okay. Little one, turn it.
Okay.
There you go.
So that will be let's see.
Just keep an eye on your heading and your out scan with your heading and your altitude. You're doing fine. Keep an eye on your altitude because you're going to get a warning from Atlantic City in a minute. There you go. Just small changes.
Come on.
There you go. You're going it now. Yep. Big one to the right. Alpha Zulu, X-ray. You're doing it right. You're doing it. Just relax. No rush. That's why we're doing it now. Still have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go. You passed it. And now, big one. Alpha Zulu.
X-ray.
X-ray. And look at it. Look at it. It's already in there because there's not that many. So hit enter, enter.
Enter.
Yep. So it's trying to help you out. So it says turn left to heading 172 now.
Can I do that, or I need to finish?
Well, you know.
Technically, I need to finish. I need to get to.
Yeah, you're right. Because I said direct, so we didn't really want to go direct. We wanted to go. So you're correct. So when you get to.
What does it say? My heading? Is that DTK my heading?
Yeah, but let's just get. You were right the first time, so we need to get to.
Yeah.
We need to get a station passage at Cedar Lake first, and then I'm going to tell you when we get there. You're going to see how we're already past the magenta line. Yeah. You're going to hit direct. It's already in there, and you hit enter, enter, and it'll give you a new course. So it used to say 172. Now it says 170. When we get to Cedar Lake, it's going to be a different heading.
Okay.
So you don't have to do anything the next time. You just hit direct, enter, enter, because it was already in there. Now it says 169. It'll probably say 165 when we get there.
So in this case, I just do direct, and that's it.
But now it's in there, so now you can relax for a minute.
Okay.
So it's direct, enter, enter. We're already looking at Azu.
Okay, good.
Air Transport 322, descend and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000, Air Transport 322.
So we're in like the confusion area here. It's very sensitive, so I wouldn't make any giant. I can actually see the VOR. We wouldn't be able to see it if we were in the clouds, but I can see the VOR, and you're very close. You're probably 1.5 miles away. Or what does it say here? Yeah, we took it out, so I wouldn't make any big corrections. It's actually nicer out today than I thought.
Yeah. So
you're thinking runway 19er, huh?
Yeah, I think. Can you check on what is the best? The approach that I have was actually from one.
Well, as soon as we turn, to Azu, we can just get the weather there. Then we're gonna fly the localizer no matter what.
Alright, so this thing is getting a little bit cuckoo here.
Yeah, I would just, we'll get there. When it says we passed, we passed, right?
Yeah. It will show me the kind of confusion.
Yeah, so I wouldn't make any big turns yet. You're very close to the VOR right now. It's going to flip any second, but if we're on an IFR flight, you'd want to have a complete, if you're using the VOR, we got to have station passage. And you're just about there.
Air Transport 322, contact Mcguire 126.47.
2647, Air Transport 322.
Still says we're a mile away, which can't be. I thought I saw it and we were already almost past it, but maybe I think it's right underneath of us.
Thing is gonna come soon.
Crazy, man.
Okay.
Okay, so now
we are in the front,
so we would go ahead and do it direct.
Direct.
Enter. Yeah, so just make sure it still says Azu and enter. Now we're back to GPS, but what do we forget to do? Hit the CDI button to go back to GPS. Now you can turn. It says turn 161. We don't know what
Get 522, 10,200 for 8,000.
but if you just turn this to the right, it gives you a VOR head. You don't really need that because you got one over there.
I need a class from you on that.
Yeah, I'm not really the biggest expert in the world on the 430, but I have taken like 5 courses. Once I started using the 650, it got. So now we're on a course for Azu, and we could always go in and look at KWWD. And it says the weather there. Actually, it says it's favoring.
The bird's going to be the localizer or the ILS, the runway 13.
Favoring runway 19 with a 9-knot headwind, so that's good.
Will be the ILS 13, and it'll be full stop for us.
So it is favoring 19 according to that.
So this is what I had to track, 161? Is that what is it? Oh, okay,
Yeah, desired track is DTK, desired track, that's waypoint, desired track, distance, and estimated time en route.
Okay.
We really wanted to know time of arrival, but it doesn't matter. As long as you know it's 10 minutes away. And the weather down there looks okay. It's definitely a little foggier, hazier down there than it was where we left. And you can see, well, you can't see. There's an overcast layer here. And you have to you're on an IFR flight plan for you, but I seem to be aware we're
3009.
3009er.
Yes, that's what we have.
Atlantic City is right over there, the airfield, so we just need to not stray into their airspace because we're not really on a IFR flight plan, right?
Yep. So,
okay, so what can we do right now?
Well, can we prepare for
Atlantic City? We could get the weather at
5,000 plus 522.
We could get the weather at so the AWAS is 118.275.
What is this one?
I don't know. That's your comp. So if you want yeah, you're already good. Sorry, I thought we were in nav standby.
Okay.
So it's 118.
Oh, let me know. I'm trying to scan. 1135.
Got it. Take your time.
118.
118.275.
75. Okay. look at me, I'm turning and correcting.
It's okay. That's
and we're going to turn it, and
now
we're going to come to
listen only. Yep.
Observation.
Good job.
229er. Zulu. Wind 160 at 11. Peak gust 16. Visibility 10. Sky condition overcast 4,100. Temperature 08 Celsius. Dew point 02 Celsius. Altimeter 3009er.
Traffic, 10 o'clock, 3 miles southeast on
Cape May County Airport. Automated weather observation. 2229er. Zulu. Wind 160 at 11. Peak 16. Visibility 10.
You guys going to keep climbing? You guys just going to settle in there at 3,500?
Alright, I put it here. 160 is my range, so that makes sense that 19 is my preferred runway.
Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure there's no traffic in front of us, and then we're going to... So do you want to fly this all the way to Sea Isle, or do you want me to do like the controller would actually do?
Yeah, so
Atlantic City approach coming to November 605.
Well, he would never he's never going to take you all the way to Sea Isle and then bring you all the way back out.
If you look at the plate, the 19, I think it's called 19 Localizer.
Yeah, I already got it up. I'm just asking me, if you want to fly all the way to Sea Isle to begin the approach, then you got to come all the way back out here.
Where does the plate start on?
There's a lot of different approaches, so normally the controller would say 739 Zulu Hotel, winds favoring runway 19, localizer 19 at Wildwood, and we're going to expect the localizer 19 approach from the Kagis intersection.
Okay. So that's...
Expect vectors to the Kagi intersection.
Okay.
Looks like for your
let's do that one. Expect vectors to the Kagis intersection.
Yeah, so expect vectors from Azu to the Kagis intersection. So I'm going to just take you, I'm going to let you get to Kagis, or to Azu, and then I'm going to give you vectors over. So you have a couple minutes to brief the approach. We're going to be going vectors to localizer 19.
Okay.
So I'm going to just...
Let me ask you this. Since this is in GPS, that means that I'm to the
Yeah,
left.
you just need to turn to the needle, yep.
Okay.
You're doing it right.
So it works same as...
it is
OBS.
the same as, yep.
So I need to do 2-2.
So, yeah, so you need to brief the approach to yourself now, because you have about 3 or 4 minutes till we get, you got 5 minutes to get to Azu. Oh yeah, hang on a second though, something's not right, because you just did like a full 360 there.
Oh, it says 220.
Yeah, it's not 220, it's just fly to the needle, so look what's happening. You were just on that side of the line.
Okay.
So you're flying across the line right now, but it's going to go flying back across. As long as you realize it's going to tell you to turn back that way in a second.
Yeah, right. So
if you follow that, you're fine, or you can... Sorry, you can use that. I think that's a lot harder, though. I think it's easier just to use this magenta line.
Okay.
And your iPad. Okay, so let's get you on a heading, because now you only have 4.5 minutes to brief the approach, and then I'm going to be giving you a vectors to the approach fix.
Okay, so what does it mean brief the approach? We're going to talk about it?
I thought you already went over this with Gene.
No.
So pull up the approach. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you already did this.
No.
Okay, so you have the approach plate up?
Let me...
All right, I'm going to give you a minute. I have the plane. So go into your flight plan.
Okay, so
I have the plane. You don't have to worry about that.
so let me get.
I'm just going to stay at 3,000.
I have right now the plate.
I'm going to pull out some.
647.
Let me just make sure nobody's in front of me. Yeah, so you got the plate up?
Yes, I have the plate up.
Okay. So let's start up in the upper right corner. We'll just brief it real quick. Localizer. The localizer abbreviation is ICEJ. 108.9 is the frequency.
What are you saying that? Oh, okay, on the top
Right
left?
up there, yep. We're starting right up in the left corner. So you got to put the localizer frequency in here. So that's going to go in here.
And what is it? Approach
108.9.
Oh, I may not have one, or I may not have the same
No,
thing.
it's right here. Ready? No, you do.
Do I have the same thing?
Oh, you're on the WAS. You're
Okay.
on Flying W. Let me. I still have the plane. Ready?
Airplane. Okay, yes.
Here's what you got to do.
Let's see.
Let me just make sure we're not in anybody's airspace real quick. Because I can't see. I'm going to close the plate real quick.
19. Okay, Arnav. Okay, I think I got it. And the. Alright, so you let me know if that's the one.
Yeah, but you're still in a GPS. You got the RNAV. We want the localizer.
Okay, we want the.
So here's how you do this. Ready?
I think the localizer is not working.
Click on flight plan at the top. So.
Flight plan?
Yep. Yeah, this. So I thought you knew this. So go to procedure. It knows where we're going. So just go to procedure. It's going to give you an approach. So click on approach. I'm going to walk through this with you.
Okay, thank you.
You click on approach. I didn't know you. I thought you already did this.
No.
So now we got localizer runway 19 is at the top. So we're going to, and by the way, I'm breaking the altitude. So you click on that.
Yep, got it.
And it asks you how you want to get there. And it says Kagis.
Okay, I click on that one.
Well, do you see Kagis?
I do.
Okay. And then down at the bottom it says add to route.
Add to route, okay.
Okay, so now.
Oh, cool. I see.
Now just click this thing until the approach plate's facing up.
Okay, so let me click until the approach plate.
Yeah, so it's facing up. So it's upside down right now. So just click on that twice.
Okay.
Now you can read it. What do you got up in the top corner now? Localizer, India, space, CEJ, right?
1 minute. Let me get.
Right there. That's your approach frequency, 108.9. We're going to put that right in here. Look.
Okay.
Sorry, we got to get down to...
Yeah. Thank you.
There we go. So it's 108.9. So you have the plane now?
I have
I'm just going to do this for you. Ready?
Yeah.
108.9.
Okay.
That's in there. Now we have... This is going to control that, but not until we hit this button. So... Right now we're still flying GPS. So we're going to keep briefing the approach. It says approach course is 190. So usually Gene will have you bug that right here, but there's no heading bug in here. So just stay at 3,000 if you can.
Yep.
Then it says runway touchdown elevation is 503, or sorry, runway length is 5037. Touchdown zone elevation is 19, or airport elevation is 22. It's Cape May County, localizer runway 19. AWAS we already got. Atlantic City approach 1264, we're already on with them. Clearance delivery we don't need right now. Unicom is 1227 and that controls the lighting. So I'm going to put that in here for you. I'll let you do that, 1227. So we're going to switch over to the CTAF when we get closer.
Alright, 1227.
Okay, and then...
What is the 1227? Is that frequency?
That's the CTAF. So when we...
Okay,
when he gets us close and you're stabilized and on the final, he's going to say contact tower, contact CTAF.
Okay.
Radar service terminated. Okay, so now we're going to the next line. So just watch your turn. Just hold that heading.
Hold this heading?
So we got. Well, yeah, this heading's fine because we're not going anywhere. So now we get down to the bottom of the approach plate, and it says from Kagis, we're going to cross Kagis at or above 2,500. So. I'm gonna take you to Kagis now. It says cross Kagis at or above 2,500 feet. We're in a straight in for runway 19 on the localizer. Our approach minimums are 460 feet. That's all you need to know right now, except for the missed approach.
A favor, checking the NOTAMs if the localizer is working. I think I read something that is not working.
We'll find out in a minute, because if it isn't, we'll. So I'm going to give you some vectors. Ready?
Yes.
So what's our approach minimum? 460.
460 is going to be our minimum.
We're going to do a full stop landing so you can take a break too. Okay, I'm going to turn this back upside down and give you vectors. So 739er Zulu Hotel, turn right heading 330 please.
Right heading 330, 739.
Descend to maintain 2,500 for 739 Zulu Hotel.
Then I maintain 3,579. 2,579.
What did I say?
3,500.
Sorry, I'm really tired. It's turn right 330 and maintain, descend and maintain 2,500. Expect the localizer 19 approach at Cape May Wildwood Airport. You're doing great now.
Thank you.
This is exactly what they would do to you. They probably would have sent us in a little closer, but this is all good. Okay, so now you're on vectors, right?
Yeah.
What did I tell you? 2,500. So you're on vectors, so you don't need the GPS anymore, but we do need this. So go ahead and you can go ahead and put in. Nope, you can just put in CDI to localizer. Now this works, and our approach course, Gene would always have you just put that there. This does nothing. But he'll remind you that that's your heading. This is what tells us where we're going, but he always bugs this so you know where you're going. This is a really good time to check your compass too. So it says our heading is 350 right now. Is that right? 349. I'm going to set this for you. That's about as close as it can get. Okay, 739 Zulu Hotel, turn left to heading 300.
Turn left heading 300, 739.
And I'm getting lost now, Raphael. We're so far.
This is pretty cool, actually.
Okay, you're not looking out the window or anything, are you?
No. Unless you want me to.
No, I don't.
Okay. This thing is very good. It doesn't allow me to see any photos. And need to
739 Zulu Hotel, turn left to heading 250.
left heading 250, 79.
Now I see where we are. I was getting a little confused myself. I was looking out the window. It's like I'm under the hood. Okay, this is working out really nice. This is exactly what Gene would do with you.
Atlantic City, good afternoon. Council 50 flight is with you, level 3000.
So we need a way to identify CAGI, so I'm going to put that in here for you.
Yeah, we're at 3000.
So that's the next thing we're going to have to...
3009, 3009.
009, thanks.
CAGI with 5.
Okay, so even though we're using that...
So this is just to tell me my heading.
Yeah, just a reminder. Okay, 739 Zulu Hotel, turn left to heading 190 until established on the localizer.
Turn left to 190 until established in the localizer.
And that's a good time for him for you to know. We really need another GPS for this. This is what sucks. This is telling us we're 3 miles from CAGI, so when you're on a heading of 190, Yeah, hang on. Don't turn all the way yet. Just hold it right there. We're not quite lined up. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Just give me a little 10 degrees to the right. Sorry, I turned you too soon.
10 degrees to the side.
So now your localizer should be alive right now. And you're right, the localizer could be out here, but I don't think so.
I think I read in the notes that it was out, and that's why I think that I wanted to go.
It could be. It's entirely possible that the localizer's out, but it looks like it's coming in to me.
All right.
Number 352 Mike Lancey approach, altimeter 3009. How do you hear me on this radio? 2 Mike, Roger. You're going to have a slight amendment to your routing. You can just continue to CL, and I don't have that routing once you're closer to CL.
Okay, so I'm just checking. We have a regional jet right over our head, but it's way over our head. So keep an eye on this because this is coming in. You might want to start a really gentle turn to heading 190. That's our final approach. This says we were flying 210. This looks like it's off a little bit. But here comes the part where we have no panel lights, though. There
is a light, a big light.
Yeah, but you'll see when we start flying back, it's going to get interesting. Okay, so this localizer's alive, so you can just kind of work your way down. Just check your heading real quick. This says we're flying 200, so let's fix that. So now, this isn't a this isn't an ILS, so we have to know where to step down. So after you cross Kagis, the next one is going to be Kimba. So somehow we got to get Kimba in here. And one way we could do that is to, yeah, we should have put the approach in here, but we didn't. So I'm just going to tell you where Kimba is, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we could have put all this in here, but it's a little late. So after we cross Kagis, we're going to begin a descent to 1700. That's your final approach fix. And then we descend down to 460. So I'll just tell you when we get to Kimba.
Into Kagis? Or
Well, yeah, we know when we're going to get to Kagis because that's going to happen in 0.31 miles. When you get to Kagis, you can start a descent to 1,700 feet.
Okay.
And if you want, after we cross it, I'll put Kimba in here for you. So we crossed it, right? So now we can go direct to Kimba. So you can start a descent.
You ready to copy your new clearance to the white plane? No worries, just let me know when you're ready.
So you would normally say right now,
Contact over, approach 132.42.
Atlantic City approach, 739 Zulu Hotel established inbound, Kagis on the localizer 19. So you would say that.
739 Atlantic City approach, 739 Zulu Hotel established
inbound from Kagis on the localizer 19 approach.
The localizer 19
0 Alpha X-ray. Victor 39.
739 Zulu Hotel,
Echo Zulu Yankee.
over to tower on 1227, and make sure you close your flight plan, your IFR flight plan when you're on the ground.
Over to tower in 122.7 and get to be sure that I close my flight plan. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're really going to do it.
I'm going to say...
yes, I think this is working. Just fly a little bit to your left.
Okay.
I'm sorry, to your right. Don't listen to me. I'm playing with this iPad.
You say 1700, right?
Yep, 1700 until we get to Kimba.
Okay.
And then from there, you're going down to your minimums. This thing looks like it's working to me very well. So you're just going to fly out till this centers and then turn to 190. So right now you're flying 215, so that actually looks good. You're doing pretty good so far. It's when you're in the clouds that when this gets tricky. So you can just go, we're on 1227. Cape May Wildwood Airport. Got a Skyhawk inbound on Localizer 19 inbound from Kaggies. Okay, so that just came in, so you got to turn to 190. There you go, you're doing it. So I was making a radio call, I wasn't watching you, but we're off by a little. So now, you're 3 miles from Kimba. When you get to Kimba, you're allowed to be at 1700 or above.
Chester County, November 6175 call.
And when we get there, you can descend down to your minimum, 460.
Last call, Chester County.
And this thing is not really helping you because I don't have, one thing I could do real quick is put in.
Should I go a little bit towards like a 170? Perhaps, I think so.
It's telling you got to turn just a little. I wouldn't turn much because you're right on course right now. That's probably too much, Raphael. Just really small amount. That's the problem with this, having a radio that's not perfect.
Ocean County traffic, Skyhawk, turning 2 mile 45, left traffic 24, Ocean County.
See now, it tells you, if you put the approach in here, it tells you you're 4 nautical miles from Kaggies, and you got...
Chester County traffic, Skyhawk 80619, 5 miles.
That's telling me the hold.
Chester County.
Ocean County traffic, Skyhawk 428 Quebec, turning left downwind 24, Ocean County.
Yeah, now it's telling me, this is screwing us all up. It's telling me we want to turn back. Select approach. So, sorry, you are, you're approaching Kimba right now. So when you get to Kimba, you're allowed to go from 1700 down to, and if you just look up for a second real quick, just have a look up. See the airport?
No.
Okay, well it's right in front of you. You see it? I'm going to put the lights on.
Automated weather observation.
So I don't know if the lights came on or not. Do you see?
Loki 10.
I see. Will I remove my photo or not yet?
High condition. Two clouds at 3,800.
Watch your heading, watch your heading. Yeah, there's the lights.
Celsius, humidity 2%, density altitude, condensation altitude 4,500.
So, did I pass?
Okay, so no, it's Kimba we're looking for. You're 1 nautical mile from Kimba. So this is actually how you would do this in real life. You just set the approach up in here, but so we should have done that in a flight plan before we left, but then it's really hard to keep 2 flight plans going in your iPad. So you can go ahead and descend down to 460 now. Now some people just like to, Gene will tell you, like chop and drop, so you're down there. Because right now, if we were in the clouds at 1,700 feet, so this is telling you got to fly back to 190.
5 miles to the east, we're going to enter the 45, left downwind 24, Ocean County.
Cape May Wildwood Airport, I got a Skyhawk inbound on the Localizer 19. We're Kimba inbound at 1,500, full stop.
Wait, 16. Correction,
So you're pretty far off here because we're getting close, right? So just gentle correction. You're still a couple miles out. Runway 19 is 6 miles away, it says. So you got a little time to fix this. What else do we have to do? Gumps check?
Okay, yep. Gas, seagulls.
Gas, double check. We're a little bit far out. It says we're still 7.
Okay, gas is in both. Undercarriage is fixed. Mixture is rich in, and mixture is rich in. Power and propeller is fixed. Power is set. Seat belts and switches. All good. Landing. Beacon navigation. Good.
Scan traffic, Victor Charlie, 4 miles to the east. We're looking for the upwind traffic, and we'll follow you for the left downwind 24.
Yep. And
okay, so you're 750 feet, right?
Uh-huh.
And what are you allowed to go down to?
400 and...
You can probably put your carb heat on now, because this thing's not really helping us at all. I'm going to put this back.
Is that the minimums?
460. So you're at 550 right now. There's 500 feet according to my GPS.
According to my GPS too.
So you can go ahead and take your hood off and just pretend we're there. So, you know, you pop out of the clouds right now. And I'm just going to ask you, are you okay? Because I know when you come out of the hood.
Okay.
So
I'm going to correct this.
Yeah, so let's get some flaps in. Cape May Wildwood traffic, Skyhawk 739 Zulu Hotel, 2 mile final, runway 19 full stop. Okay, so good job. You got down there. I thought you had done a couple of these with Gene, so I didn't know you hadn't briefed the approach before and all that.
Not yet.
You really need to practice that. There's lots of good videos on Bold Method. All right, I'll leave you alone because we're getting ready to land. So I'm just going to let you land, but I just ask you again, are you okay? Because when you're under the hood for an hour, it takes about a minute or two to transition back to not looking at the inside of those goggles.
Thank you. I'm going to put my other flap.
Yep. So just use all your skills as a VFR pilot now. And normally we would have briefed the missed approach, but we're doing a full stop landing, so you can count all this as, you know, I don't know. I don't even think there is a rule for full stop for IFR cross country, but let's just do a full stop so you can kind of regain your composure, and then we'll do the whole thing on the way back, and we'll do the RNAV. Okay, so that looks pretty good. You're just like 20 feet high here, so you can fix that. Got full flaps, wind. You do have a crosswind here. It's obviously coming from that way. You can feel yourself weather vaning into the wind. So just use all your skills to get down to the runway. Now we're 2 lights high, so you put that nose down a little bit and work your way down. 64 knots. Cape May traffic, Skyhawk is short final 19 full stop. Okay, seatbelts on, mixture full rich, and we're not going to do a missed approach or anything this time. I'm not going to say right rudder because I know you're going to put it on right. You'd be surprised when you see your camera on that one. Okay, so you can get off at any one of these taxiways because we're going to, unless you have to use the bathroom.
I don't.
You don't?
Yeah,
okay. So there may be one more taxiway, probably not. So you're probably getting off at the runway 2810 and we'll taxi back. Is there one at Alpha? No. No, you're going to have to get off. So before you do that, look to your left.
Like
no, just we're gonna use the runway to taxi back.
Yep.
Cape May traffic, Skyhawk is taxi back on runway 28 to Bravo. Go ahead and turn right here. No, this way. We're just going right over here to Bravo. We want to get off this runway as soon as possible. There's nobody in the vicinity of the airport right now, but
that's the way I like it.
Yeah, so once we get over here, you can clean up the plane and.
I'm gonna get into Bravo.
Yeah, so. Some of the trickiest part is learning that these guys are going to be always vectoring you around. They're trying to save you time, but it seems like they're not. So you filed to Sea Isle, but the controller will never take you all the way to Sea Isle because we had to go back about 15 miles to pick up Caggies. So that would just be a big waste of your time. He's trying to help you out.
I saw that he does that. So
Okay, I'll leave you alone.
okay, after landing,
Get rid of this.
flaps up, mixer lean, and throttle 1,000. Car heat off. Landing lights as required. Everything is there. Green wheel set for takeoff. And IFR flight plan close. And after landing checklist complete.
Okay, I'm going to grab the plane. You ready to copy your clearance for your departure? You can type it right into your flight plan if you want, or you can write it on there. So to close that, you click on the, close that thing out. Click on it and then say hide plate. There you go. So you can just grab that. We're all cleaned up, right? Carb heat's off.
We're cleaned up, yep.
So
let me go to documents, and I'm going to go to scratch pad. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Scratch pads.
And I'm going to taxi real slow.
A new one. And it's going to be graph.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, so you already have that in there.
Atlantic City delivery 739 Zulu Hotel. Ready to get my clearance to November 14th.
739 Zulu Hotel, if you're ready to copy, I have your flight plan.
739 Zulu Hotel is ready to copy.
739 Zulu Hotel, we have an amended flight plan. Your route of flight is going to be KWWD Airport to November 14 Airport via VCN and direct to Robbinsville.
And Robbinsville is
RBV.
RBV.
Now, when they tell you Robbinsville, you know they're not going to fly you all the way to Robbinsville because that's like 20 miles away. But that's the route of flight they're giving you because that's just the flight plan. So now you're like on Victor 1. And altitude will be 3,000. Departure frequency will be, what did we say, 1246 or 1264? 1246. Contact Atlantic City Approach. Departure frequency 1246. Your squawk code is going to be very unusual 1200 this evening. And upon entering controlled airspace, contact. And your clearance time, valid clearance time is going to be 14, sorry, I don't know what Zulu is, 1900 Zulu, if not off by 1905 Zulu.
Exactly, 23 Zulu.
Is it 23 Zulu?
Right now.
I thought we were at 18, we left. Oh, Zulu, oh, sorry, yeah. So we weren't on Zulu time. So, clearance valid from 2300 Zulu, if not off by 2310. Contact Atlantic City Approach.
Okay. Clear to November 14 via Cedarville BOR and Robbinsville direct. Altitude 3,000 feet, frequency 124.6, transponder is 200, and the void for the departure will be 2310.
Sounds good. And Zulu Hotel, I have some arriving IFR traffic at Cape May Wildwood Airport, so hold for departure on 19, and I'll get back to you.
Hold it for departure on 19. 739.
So you can't even be talking to him right now. I'm just pretending. So you can put your flight plan in now. No, I'm giving you time to put your flight plan in.
Let me just get my heading indicator. Will be 1 east will be 19. My heading indicator transmitter. We got it. Time. Okay, so I'm gonna go to BCN and RBB. Maps. I'm gonna clear up this.
So I usually put in just clear it all.
Okay, and we're gonna go BCN.
I put in KWWD to start with, but I don't know if that's because in an instrument flight plan, you may have to come back to WWD, so it's good to have it in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the plane. You have the brakes. You have the plane. I'm just watching you now.
KW, BCN, and RB, I think it's RBB like this, right?
Robbinsville.
And November 14th.
Yeah, now he's taking you way north, just like you did. So you'll expect on the way over there, he's going to vector you over to and ask you what approach you want.
Okay. Okay, we got it.
Okay, so let's see, let's do something different now. Let's put a flight plan in here. So you hit flight plan.
Okay.
Hang on, we do flight plan. We want to clear this. Man.
I think you can select it.
Actually, so we have one in there, so we just want to put a new one in.
Yep.
Create new flight plan. So it's enter, and you're going to enter it. But I'm going to keep this simple. You do KWWD.
So I had to put that KWWD here?
Yeah, I think so. Otherwise, if you have to come back here, it's not in there. And it's a total pain in the ass. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
So we're going to go clear that. And we don't even want to use that. I forget what I did. I just turned this, I think. Menu. New flight plan, enter.
All right, now
you just...
Enter?
I think...
Yeah, that's what I...
Yeah, so you just... The little knob right now.
Okay, do I have to enter KWWD?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because if we want to come back here, you want the approach to be in here.
Good.
So that's like the kind of stuff Gene knows really well. But if you have a failure on departure and you have to come right back and you don't have KWW, now you got to enter it in there and you didn't have it. Enter. Yep, see you. VCN. You're doing it. You got it. It's just VCN. There's no... Take your time.
Thank you.
You're going to waste $10 here, but this is good learning experience. You got it. Just hit enter.
RBV.
RBV. If you remind me, I have this radio you can plug into your... Do you have X-Plane?
Yeah, I have explained that. If you have that, that will appreciate it.
Oh, you had it. You blew right past it. That's okay. Rob. Nope, it's the other way.
Oh,
Robbinsville, yeah, you had it in there. You're going the right way. There you go. Enter.
And November 14th.
Yep. And so now you got all the basic parts of this very simple flight plan in here.
Back.
If you want to do one more thing, you can go to November 14. Actually, maybe we won't even do it here. We're done. Done. And now if you want procedure, select approach. It knows where we're going, right? It knows we're going to November 14. It's asking me, it still thinks we're...
You still think that we're...
Yeah, well, we are, and it's a good question. Let's take that out and go back to procedure. I'm going to clear this. I'm going to go back to flight plan. Man. I want to go back to flight plan. Clear. This is a pain in the ass.
I don't try to...
I'm trying to clear this. If we don't get it in like the next 30 seconds, we'll get rid of this.
Okay.
So we don't want this approach, so we want to clear this. So I don't want this approach. Okay, you get ready to go. I'll re-enter that for you. That's what I hate about this. It takes so long, like the touchscreen ones that I have. So whenever you're ready, we're on 1227. There's nobody in the vicinity.
All right,
I'll just give you some vectors to get out of here.
Okay, so good. This is KMA traffic, Skyhawk, 739 Zulu Hotel, departing runway 19, KMA traffic.
I'm just going to do my check real quick. We're on the right tank, lights are on.
We're going to have a good tailwind in here.
So once we get in the air, I don't want to be doing that while we're rolling.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, so
Ready?
we want some lights. I don't know why it takes so long for the lights to come on here.
Instruments are on the green.
There we go.
Airspeed is alive.
And always check the cross runways here because you have one chance to slam on the brakes if you see a jet coming or...
Okay. And positive rate of climb.
Touch the wheels. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this back in. So we're KWWD right now. You're just going to climb out. You don't have to put your hood on yet because you're actually flying the plane for a couple more minutes.
Sure. I was hoping you would say that.
But you do want to get as much hood time, right?
Yeah.
Or actually, you just need cross country, don't you?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be instrument cross country. It just cross.
It doesn't, but I need 50 hours of cross country and 40 hours of instrument.
40?
40.
Wow, that's a lot, man.
It's a lot, yeah. You and I put some cross. It did both, but I had to be the pilot in command. My time as a student didn't count.
Wow, that's a lot. Maybe I did have to do that much and I just forgot. Just seems like a lot to me.
No, you and I are going to spend some time together. That's a good thing.
So I'm going to try and not do what I just did and screw this up twice. So we have the flight plan in here now. And I'm going to go up, watch this, big knob up to November 14. Hit enter. And then from here, I'm going to select approach, I think.
I think you say direct. That's how I.
No, clear. I want to get that out of there.
Yeah, I think after you have it, click on direct, and it will tell you, do you want to activate it? That's what I had done in the past. Now,
I just can't keep entering this over and over.
All right, so I'm gonna say I'm going to say KMA approach.
I'll fix this up while we're going.
All right, KMA approach. Skyhawk 79 Zulu Hotel.
Yep.
At 1500 going to 3000.
Yeah, 739 Zulu Hotel, Atlantic City approach. Give me a left turn to heading 030. Climb 3000. Climb maintain 3000.
Okay.
Expect direct to Cedar Lake.
Left to 030. Climb to 3000. I'm climbing maintain 3000. Expect direct to Cedar Lake.
Yep.
739 Zulu. You can,
traffic, Skyline 60 Charlie.
Yeah, so we don't have any way to get to Cedar Lake except by here. So now we can just put in flight plan again, and we'll hit menu, and we'll say we want a new flight plan. Clear, clear, clear. Clear.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
I can't believe that I'm a pilot now.
Oh, I know. It's fucking great, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
So do me a favor, I think you shouldn't put your hood on yet. Till I get you, we'll just do direct Cedar Lake, because this radio's driving me crazy. BCN. There it is. Enter. So we need to be on GPS or VLOC, but if we're going GPS, you have to remember this doesn't help you. We do want to be on VLOC because we're going to use this head or this head?
We're going to use this one.
Okay, so it says VLOC. So, 73 Atlantic City Approach, 739 Zulu Hotel. Maintain 3000 direct to VCN.
Maintain 3000 direct to VCN.
Okay, so now how are you going to find it? You're already on VLOC, so you know that's good.
Do I have the frequency? What is the frequency for?
Well, so so when we were on GPS, you could just follow this heading, desired track 004. We do have a, GPS that works, right? It's not legal because the database expired, but let's pretend it was good. So this thing can take you direct to Cedar Lake. It says it's 31 miles, so let's try that.
GPS, okay.
But you just want to fly the, we'll take the ring out a little bit so you can see where VCN is, right?
Yep.
So you can see it's taking you to VCN. We'll take the ring back in a little bit. You can follow the magenta line for a little while. It says to fly heading to 004 for 15 minutes.
Okay. And do?
And it's telling you you're just a little bit off course. This does nothing on the GPS. This doesn't do anything, so it doesn't. You might as well. No, it doesn't. It's not going to move the needle or anything. It's not a VOR anymore. It's just working like a course deviation indicator only. Okay, so get this hood down, dude. What's going on here?
You didn't tell me.
To the west via the upwind 24. Last call. Ocean County, good night.
Good night. Safe trip.
You showed up.
Ocean County traffic, 5 House 428.
All right, so
24, Ocean County.
let's pretend we're on Atlantic City Approach. We should be expecting eventually we're going to get Mcguire Approach, so we'll just leave that alone for a little while.
All right, sounds good.
So we're going to maintain 739 Zulu Hotel, Atlantic City Approach. Say your altitude.
3,000, 79 Zulu Hotel.
3,000, maintain 3,000. 739 Zulu Hotel. Atlantic City Approach, altimeter is 3009.
3009, 79 Zulu Hotel.
Sorry, I said that sort of backwards, but you know what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
You gotta remember, we have no lights in here, so I have a flashlight, which I hope I don't have to whip out, but...
I think we should be fine. We had 20 minutes to get there. But
you have plenty of what?
We had 20 minutes to get there.
Oh, you're not getting there in 20 minutes. So, one thing that could happen, you see where they're taking us, right? All the way up to Robbinsville and then all the way back down to November 14. So that makes no sense unless you want to fly around doing a bunch of VOR approaches tonight, which we'll save that for another night.
Yep.
We'll do about 1,000 of those.
I want you to get home and have dinner that fall.
Yeah, I have a cold. That's the only problem right now, and it's just kind of crappy weather, but you know.
I appreciate that you came to.
No, this is good, man. This is good. I'm glad I got out because I would just be home, like, eating and watching TV, trying to recover. Okay, so looks good, right? You're pretty close to the line.
Left down 117.
So look at this. My attitude indicator shows that my heading, my attitude indicator is showing that I'm flat. But here my chart coordinator telling me that I'm turning, and then in reality I'm turning.
All right, well, slow down a second. So be really. So I think level your wings with the turn coordinator. So you know that thing's rate of turn only. It's not really telling you your attitude. Maybe in an emergency it could be helpful, but it says right on there, I think, that it's not rate of turn. It's or it's not an attitude indicator. It says rate of turn only.
Okay.
So don't think that's your attitude indicator. It might help you in an emergency.
It's my backup instrument in case of an emergency. But
yeah, but it's indicating rate of turn, not your wings level situation. So I know it's really hard to get out of your brain that that's an attitude indicator, but it's not. And it could be not working properly. Okay, so really small corrections. 739 Zulu Hotel, I'm showing your altitude at 3150. Maintain 3000. Direct VCN.
Maintaining.
So now she said it on the tape. Now you're one step from getting the phone number. So every once in a while, you got this great instrument which we're using, so you can look at it and it's telling you you're going to be flying across the line. And we can even take the ring in a little further and get a better picture. Or we turn this thing, and yeah, you're in pretty good shape here. The magenta line is quite useful, though.
Final 117.
739 Zulu Hotel, Atlantic City Approach.
Traffic, Skyhawk,
Atlantic City Approach is
left base, 24, Ocean County.
739 Zulu Hotel, what kind of approach are you looking for into November 14 this evening? Right now I have you going all the way up to Robbinsville, but if you want to try the RNAV, I have that available.
Yes, I would like to try that now, 79.
Okay, let me see if I can get you into the system with the RNAV, and we'll get you a more direct route. Give me a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to go to your flight plan, so you can do the same thing. Just open your flight plan, touch on the procedure button, and just get yourself situated here. Touch on the procedure button now. We know we're not allowed to do the runway 1 at night, right?
Okay.
So we're going to go click on approach. We're going to do the RNAV GPS runway 1. I believe that one is available at night. And now it wants to know how we're going to get there. We could do the LEBV, or actually, did I just give that to backwards? Yeah, I just got done telling you this is not available at night. Let me just double check that.
Okay.
Let me read this real quick. We got lots of time here to read this. Is this the one that's not available at night? I could have sworn. Oh, circling runway 1 available, not at night. Oh wait, no, sorry. Straight in runway 1 not available at night, so we can't do that. So we got to go back again, and we're gonna. Which was the? Let me just check which wind is best. Just give me 1 minute. We got lots of time here, and we're clear of all traffic. So which way did we take off? Yeah, this is good. We took off on 19.
Yes.
So we're going to do procedure, approach, RNAV 19er. That one is available. And it says Robbinsville initial approach fix, so that's what I don't want to do. So we're going to do vectors to final, add to route.
Alright, so vectors to final, add to route.
And now you can close the flight plan and just keep going toward VCN. So now, we're doing the GPS approach.
Traffic 85 uniform, left downwind, 13.
Let me see if I can get that in here. You're still using this. So we're going to be using our iPads pretending they're a GPS, okay?
Okay.
So do you see it's taking you all the way up to Robbinsville?
Something.
Taking you to Robbinsville first?
Yes, I see.
Then it's going to bring you back. This is your instrument approach. So I said we want vectors to final. So I'm going to pretend I'm the controller taking you up there, and then somewhere right around here, I'm just going to vector you in.
Oh, good.
That's what always will happen, almost always anyway. Okay, so you can brief the approach. You're on course right now. So let's start in the upper left corner. It says Lumberton, New Jersey, right?
Yes.
That's where Flying W is.
Yep.
We're gonna, it says it's a WAS approach, so if we had a WAS receiver, we could use the WAS minimums. It says it's channel 77828, we don't need that information. Approach course is 1901. Runway landing distance 3496, touchdown zone 49, airport elevation 49. I'm not going to read through the notes here because I just read them. We know this one's available at night. Missed approach, climb 2000 direct cable and on track 180 to Inez and hold. The weather we're going to use is the third line down. Do you see? Briefing strip.
Yep.
Is 119.325. I would put that in down here. You already got it. Yep. Flip that over. We won't listen to that yet. Mcguire Approach 126475. By the way, 7390 Hotel. I'm going to hand you over to Mcguire Approach on 126475.
126475. Thank you.
You're going to go ahead and enter that.
79 Hotel.
So before you do, yeah, go ahead.
126475.
Just watch your heading. Yeah, now, I just want to get you, we're not actually going to use that right now, but I am going to give you, you actually had 1228 in there, so I just don't want to screw that up. 1227. So we're going to listen on 126475 for a couple minutes, even though we're actually pretty close to Atlantic City still, so. What was it, 1264? Or was it 1246?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
All right, we're going to find out.
I will lie to you if I tell you that.
It's, watch your heading. Atlantic City.
890, 7 miles from Maven, turn left heading 160, maintain 2000.
So Atlantic City approach 1246. I always get that one. Next up.
160.
Okay, so how far are we from BCN right now?
13, Lima 890.
How do I know through here?
Yep.
We are 9.2 now.
Yep. And do you have that down here somewhere? Yep. Good. Okay. So I'm going to get you, so we're kind of set up right now. We're still listening to Atlantic City. We're ready to switch over to Mcguire. And then the next thing is, you can try and get the weather at South Jersey right now if you want.
Where is the light for the panel?
There is no lights.
Oh, there is no light.
That's what I've been telling you for a week.
No, there is a...
Oh, I'll get that, but yeah. I've been trying to tell you all week, there's no panel lights in this plane. It sucks. Right. There is a knob. But it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it does help.
Oh, you know what? It does light up this one instrument. I don't know what's that it's all about.
And it helps this one. I can feel light coming from behind me.
Yeah, it's not great, man. All right, I'll leave that on if that helps. But as it gets darker, that's actually going to detract from what's going on. Sure. So we're still 7 miles from BCN.
I'm going to try to track a little bit, maybe correct to...
Yeah, you can make a small crash. I was going to give you vectors direct, but it's only going to save you like 2 minutes, so we'll just stay where we are. And then...
Navy Lima 890, contact tower 120.3.
So the lighting frequency, this is a really good thing about approach plates. Tells you right there, 1228, CTAF, and the lighting is on the CTAF. So... when we get up there, we're going to be going, I'm going to be giving you vectors to Julid, Silan, Woosum, and then direct to the runway. And if you look at the bottom of the briefing strip down here, sorry, the bottom of the approach strip, here's going to be our vertical profile. We're going to go Julid at or above 1800, down to Silan at or above 1400. Actually, cross Silan at 1400, and then down to Woosum at or above 620, and your minimums for LNAV, VNAV, actually for an LPV will be 415. So we don't have that here, we're just going to pretend.
Okay.
You don't have a WAS receiver right now. That's
Why we don't have a WAS receiver? It's not part of the...
This is not certified. First of all, I don't know, it probably is. It is, it may be a WAS, I don't think it is, but it doesn't have an up-to-date database, so we can't use it. Okay, so we're still going to VCN right now, and then when we get to VCN, what do we have to do?
once I get to BCN, we're gonna go to Robbinsville.
Yeah, so how can we get to Robbinsville without screwing up our GPS? We could put it right in here, couldn't we? Robbinsville frequency is, I think, 113.8, right?
And which one controls? This is the radio.
Robbinsville is 113.8, so you just touch the, I can't see this, but you just touch this button, switches between nav and comm. So I'm going to leave it on comm so you learn how to switch it. And now you're in the standby nav frequency.
And that is?
113.8. These are great radios. They're just 20 years old, and you know, a lot of people still love them. I like the touchscreen, but more importantly, I like the fact you can push between your.
So my Sentry ran out of batteries, so we are only depending on yours. Okay.
Well, what? This is running out.
My Sentry.
Oh, okay, so you can just switch over to mine when you're ready, or did you already do that? Let's make sure mine's still good. Devices. Keep an eye on how far from BCN we are.
We're 1.72 miles.
I still have 68%, so we're good on mine for probably the whole rest of the day.
Alright, so can you get the controls?
Say again?
Can you get the controls? Well, you know, you check for traffic, okay?
Yeah, I'm watching out for traffic.
Thank you.
The only traffic at BCN is an American Airlines jet that's 31,000 feet, so no factor. And we do have a cloud deck above us, only, probably 500 feet, so we gotta kind of be careful. It's gonna end when we get up here. It's the same thing we encountered on the way down. There's just some low clouds. Actually, this is kind of a layer here. Okay, so how far away are we? We just arrived. So how are we getting to Robbinsville now?
Alright, so we're going to follow. I had that in the vlog. I put here on vlog. We are not in GPS anymore.
That was what I was waiting for. So you did that correct. Oh, man, you're good at this.
And it's going to tell me that...
Before you turn, make sure you update your DG. So we were at about 340. Okay. That actually looked good. You can go ahead and make your turn to whatever that was, 4045.
Yeah, it's, you know...
Up to 3,000, looks like an ILS for this next one, Lima 890.
Navy Lima 890, turn left heading 360, vector for the ILS runway 13.
Left 360, vector for the ILS, Lima 830, 90.
Okay, so that actually sounds like somebody actually landing at AC. A lot of planes down there. Where is he? Okay, this all looks good. You're on your way to Robbinsville. We'll stay on Atlantic City for a couple more miles, and then we'll switch you over to Mcguire Approach. We do have Chislehurst Towers off to our right, so even though we're 3,000 feet, let's stay on this heading. So now that you have a good heading, one thing you could do is just say direct RBV, and again, it's a pain in the neck doing it in here because we don't have a touch screen and we can't transfer it directly from our iPad, but now you have a direct to Robbinsville, and if you want, you can switch back to GPS, or you can continue to fly the VOR.
Well, let's try a little bit.
It's fine. VOR. That's fine. Whatever works for you. We're actually using both now. We're looking at the magenta line, and we're using the VOR. So we still have it in here. We had never identified it. You asked me about that before. We would just... Yeah. I don't hear anything, do you?
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Navy Lima, Lima 890, turn left heading of 310.
Left 310. Will it be that the VOR is not working?
No, I don't know that that's the problem, although it seems to be working just fine.
Yeah.
So this is telling you on a heading of 20020, so let's set that to, maybe you were closer the first time, sorry. Yes, we do have an overcast layer here now. I don't know if it's going to persist all the way home. It's not over the other side of the Delaware River, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. We're experiencing turbulence right now. Please
put your tray tables in their upright position. Stowed position, sorry. Yeah, we're getting some pretty persistent cloud layer. 739 Zulu Hotel, descend maintain 2,500, please.
Descend and maintain 2,500, 79 Zulu Hotel.
So while you have a minute, you should actually look at your approach plate there and kind of get familiar with the step downs on the bottom. So it's going to be Julid at or above right here.
I mean, I'm descending, so I don't...
That's all right. Julid is at or above 1800. So we're going to probably bring you inside, just inside of Julid.
Navy Lima, Lima 890.
So 739 Zulu Hotel, say you're on course heading.
739 Zulu Hotel is on course heading.
Okay. So look over here and see what's happening.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I was following this.
Yeah, so let's put on GPS and follow the magenta line. So for some reason that's not, maybe there is something wrong with that VOR. There you go. That looks better.
I say that I have obstacle ahead. Is it true?
You do. I got the obstacles. Just stay on this course. Don't go any further to the right. 070 works.
How does it? Well, I guess that it knows from my location and the information that it has on the GPS that I have an obstacle, but it doesn't. It's not detecting any more traffic.
You're not getting traffic anymore?
No, because I have my
Navy Lima, Lima 890.
my sentry died.
Oh, I thought you were going to hook up to mine.
Right, so let's see how difficult is that.
It's not difficult.
Okay.
I have the plane. Go ahead.
Your plane.
I'm going to try and get on this magenta line, or at least stay parallel to it. Okay, we're clear of the Chislehurst Towers obstacle.
Yours is Wi-Fi or is
you just go to the go to Bluetooth. Yeah, it's Bluetooth. It's there you go, GDL 50.
That's cool. Okay.
And it's not connected yet. Did you hit connect?
It does connect automatically.
Oh, you have to touch it or it'll never connect. I don't know why, the iPad. Just go back to the Bluetooth setting.
Go back to the Bluetooth setting. Well, I have a setup that says connect automatically, but so it's connected automatically.
Okay, good. So now you have to go back to
for fly.
Yeah, and go down to more on the lower right and click more devices and just make sure it's down middle. and you're connected, so that's all good.
Awesome.
So you should have everything now.
Thank you, Paul.
I'm going to give you the plane back, your plane.
My plane.
You have the controls,
My
and
controls.
I'm going to high distant traffic here because we're getting inundated with. There's a lot of traffic out here tonight. High distant traffic on ADSB. Now we got only what's in our way. Okay, yeah, 739 Zulu Hotel, direct Robbinsville, 2,500. 739 Zulu Hotel, I'm going to hand you off to Mcguire Approach on 126475. Have a good night.
126475, have a good night, thank you.
Okay, so you can switch over. Now let's put 1228 in there. In the, yeah, right there. You can just put 1228 in and just watch.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, just
I
get.
feel that and
Yep, you are.
yeah. So let me
Just
get
take your time. We're just going to get the CPAP in there. Yep.
1228.
And we'll just leave it on Mcguire Approach, just don't talk on that. 739 Zulu Hotel, I'm trying to get you over shortcut over to the RNAV 19er approach. Give me about 5 minutes here. In the meantime, if you want to pick up your ATIS at South Jersey, and I'll get right back on with you.
Okay, I will pick up my ATIS and go back. Thank you, 739 Zulu Hotel. So my ATIS is 112.
You already got it. 119.325. Just hit COM2 receive, and you're all set. No, you had it right here.
50 at 05. Visibility 10. Sky condition broken 3,800. Temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 3005. Remark.
005.
Density altitude -1,000.
See if I can find it.
Automated weather observation 2340 Zulu. Wind 150 at 05.
150.
Visibility 10. Sky condition broken 3,800. Temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point
What's the wind?
05.
That's all I want to know.
150.
Density altitude -1,000. Automated weather observation 2341 Zulu. Wind 160 at 06.
160, 06.
10.
Okay, so that's good, and we're landing 19er, right?
3,000.
Okay, you can get rid of that. Got the altimeter. We're going to be on the ground in 15 minutes at the latest, so we're not too worried about the temperature dew point. We know there's an icing sigma above 3,000, which could be a problem. I mean, that cloud layer is right there, so we're just going to hang here.
I did check.
739 Zulu Hotel, Mcguire Approach. I got you hooked up for a shortcut. Going to try to take you in a little bit before Robbinsville. Stand by for some vectors. It'll be the RNAV 19 approach to Flying W November 14 Airport.
Stand by for Vector 739 Zulu Hotel. Thank you.
And 739 Zulu Hotel, Mcguire Approach. I have on your notes that it's student pilot training. Just want to remind you to close your IFR flight plan when you're on the ground. I'm going to keep it open until I hear from you.
I will close my flight plan as soon as I land 739 Zulu Hotel. Thank you for the reminder.
See? That's the kind of help you get from them. Because otherwise, I land, I'm all sweaty, and can't believe I just did that, and then you forget to close your IFR flight plan, and boom, somebody's calling your house. Coast Guard's out looking for you in Medford Lakes.
Had that ever happened to you?
No.
Good.
No, but it should have.
Do you know people?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. One of my employees went to Florida, and he went fishing, and something happened. He lost his phone, and his wife couldn't get a hold of him, and she called the Coast Guard, and they were out looking for him for like 2 days, and He was at a bachelor party. Okay, so we have to be careful. I'm sorry, because we are actually, I got to turn this off, man. We're really close to Mcguire airspace.
I'm following the magenta line. You think?
Yeah, I know. I'm just, I have this stupid, the problem is we're using a IFR
plan, and we are not IFR.
No, but it would assume we're IFR, so it doesn't worry so much about airspace.
Got it.
But we're not an IFR flight plan, so I have to be just as careful as always. So I'm going to put my
VFR.
Yeah, and I'll bring this back up. You're in a good spot, so.
Okay, good. Good to know.
So we're RNAV 19 currently en route. Plates back up, close. There we go. Okay, 739 Zulu Hotel. Give me left turn to 030, please.
Left turn to 020, 739.
Expect vectors for the RNAV 19 into flying W.
So check our ground speed.
Say again?
Check our ground speed, 123 knots.
Why does it look like we're too close to Mcguire? We are pretty close, so just keep that turn coming to 020 if you can. Yeah, I didn't realize we were this close, man. There we go. That'll keep you out. That's a good turn. And that cloud deck is now, looks like it's not persistent in this heading either. Yeah, don't turn back to the right, because
so
just,
010.
yeah, 010 is good, sorry. I just need to stay 5 miles away from here. That all looks good.
Well, we are deviating from the magenta line, so you know.
Yeah, it's okay. We're done with this now. So if you want, I can put in direct November 14 while we're on this heading.
That will help.
No, but then I'll see if I can plug in the approach so you can see the...
Yes.
I might be able to give you the procedure. Select approach. RNAV 19, we said, right?
Yep.
And it already says under there vectors, so it's going to be vectors, and we're going to activate the approach. So load it, just loads it, activates it right now. So you have to be on vectors. So now it's telling you SciLand is 5.4 miles, but you're not vectored to SciLand yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to take you inside of Julid, and you'll be pointed at SciLand when we're done. So just so you know where we are, we're right here. I'm going to push you inside the initial fix at Julid, and I'm going to point you at SciLand. You want to be at or above 1,400 feet when we cross.
Okay.
When we are heading to SciLand. All right. This is all good. So what's our altitude right now? 2,600. That's good. 739 Zulu Hotel. You can descend and maintain 2,000.
Descend and maintain 2,000.
Make that 1,800 for Zulu Hotel.
Descend and maintain 1,800, 79 Zulu Hotel.
Yeah, it's all looking pretty good so far. This light is actually not as bad as I thought, but when it gets darker, I think it's going to provide too much light. I keep forgetting you have this hood on, so that's like such a disadvantage. Alright, so we're pointing out over Rancocas Creek, Mount Holly, pointing toward the Delaware River right now. So we're still coming down to 1,800. So we could, I think, push this button and say direct SciLand and hit activate. And it gives you the, so now it says 739 Zulu Hotel, turn left to heading 230. direct Skyland. Descend, maintain 1,800.
Descend and maintain 1,800 and 220 on the heading.
I think it was 230, right?
230,
Was that
okay.
230? That's pretty far around. And Zulu Hotel, you can descend, maintain, yeah, we still have to stay at 1,800. Just keep that turn coming at a standard rate, because whenever he tells you some turn, he's always looking for standard rate, unless you have a problem you tell him about. Usually in this plane, 500 feet per minute, climber descending, standard rate turns, unless you let him know otherwise.
Say 230, right?
Yep. That'll get you right there. Try to go right down to 1,800 because I'm going to give you a further descent when you get there, so I don't want you to have to drop it unexpectedly. Hazard alert. I don't see. So we're gonna maintain 1,800 till we cross Juliet, and then you'll be heading direct Skyland. Right now, everything looks good. And I did say direct Skyland, but we're not heading direct Skyland. We will in a minute. We're going to cross Juliet first. This actually looks pretty good. I think you're going to have a good approach. So we got 1228 in there. We didn't brief the missed approach because we're actually VFR right now, but normally if you're with Gene, he's going to want you to brief the missed approach, which was kind of complicated in this. And it's even more complicated to do it in here. That's why I hate this. This box is, it's like using an abacus. You can get good at it, but it takes a lot of practice. And it's so different from your iPad, I think it screws you up. But these aren't legal, so if you're going to fly this plane, the only thing that's legal in here is this VOR and the glide slope and localizer. Okay, 739 Zulu Hotel, descend, maintain 1,400 direct Skyland. This is telling you Skyland is right there, enter, enter, and it's telling you desired track is 219er. Before you turn, we're on 210 right now. That looks good. So Skyland is just a hair to your right. Actually, you're fine. Just stay right there.
Okay.
It is
1,400, right?
1,400 direct Skyland. So now you can start doing your approach. I would grab your approach checklist if you want me to take the plane for a second while you do that.
Let me see if I can get my approach checklist.
It's actually a arrival checklist.
Head indicator is...
that looks like 220 to me, so that looks pretty good. I would call that it.
Yep. Airspeed is below the 100. It's 78 now. And you say 1,400, right? So
yeah, we're 1550.
Nav 1, Nav 2, Kong is
739 Zulu Hotel, advise when established, inbound from Silent.
Inbound from Silent will be that?
Yeah, so when you get to Silent, you're going to say, I'm established on the approach inbound from Silent. He's going to say, over to your CTAF, and don't forget to cancel your IFR flight plan.
Okay. I will advise when on the approach for Silent 79 Zulu Hotel. Established on the
739 Zulu Hotel, Mcguire altimeter is 30, whatever he said last time.
3005.
05. 739 Zulu Hotel, Mcguire Approach. I don't observe any traffic between you and November 14 Airport. Winds South Jersey are, what they say, 160 at 6.
Yep. Yep, 160 at 6.
Oh, look at you. You put it in there. I like that.
Yep.
Okay, so this is telling me we're 2 miles from Skyland. You want to be at or about 1,400 feet. What can we do when we get to Skyland? Can you read that on your approach chart yet?
on my approach.
Yeah, on your approach chart it says when we get to Silan, there's Silan, we can go down to, that's your intercept, and then you can go down to 620. We don't have the right equipment to do this, the full RNAV with LPV, but I'm just going to walk you through it like we do.
Okay. Yeah, if you could give me a hand with that, with the numbers, that would be good. I imagine that I will have to have a pad with the numbers beforehand, or get used to this.
So you listen, the first thing you got to remember is, you know, when you do this on your flight test, that's one thing, but you should never, ever, ever, ever fly in a plane like this in real IFR conditions without somebody who really knows. Like, even I wouldn't do it. I don't think Gene would fly this plane in IFR. Okay, we're 0.87 miles from Silan. You're going to let him know when you cross Silan inbound.
Alright, so Mcguire Approach 79 Zulu Hotel, crossing Silan for inbound to November 14.
This is telling you left turn to 190 in 4 seconds.
190 on 4 seconds. Okay.
There you go. So now it's telling you you're going to Woosum, and you are allowed to descend to, God, I can't even read this now. I'm upside down again. So just, did you tell him you're inbound at Silan?
Yep.
739 Zulu Hotel, no traffic observed between you and November 14 Airport. Over to CTAF, and don't forget to close your flight plan on the ground with me.
Over to CTAF, I will close my flight plan. Thank you for your service, 739 Zulu Hotel.
We're allowed down to between Silan and Woosum. We're allowed to descend. Yep. You're allowed to go down to 620.
Okay.
So we don't want to go anywhere below 620 here, between here and Woosum. We can put the ring in a little bit so you can see better how far away it is and how far away. You got to go out this way a little bit. You want to be a little more careful.
Red Sky Lane, 4 miles to the southwest. We'll be joining right down runway 19, Lincoln Park.
Okay, so that's Lincoln Park, not Flying W, so we don't have to worry about that. And we said our minimum's going to be 415, but let's make it 500 because we don't have a WAS receiver, and we have power lines, right?
Yep, we do have power lines.
Okay, so when we get to Woosum, we should not be under, what did I tell you?
620.
Yeah, so you're still at 1,300 feet, so you got to lose 500 feet and a half mile. You're going to blast right over Flying W, which you're going to do anyway. Yeah, I'll let you make this mistake because I've done it 100 times. This RNAV approach comes up really fast if you're not at altitude.